When the governor was first elected in 2018, we had an opportunity to be able to make a difference. One of the things that we realized very quickly was there were a lot of good people who were doing wonderful things, but they were all siloed. You had the nonprofits here, you had the private sector, you had the faith-based community, you had local government, you had state government, but there wasn't a lot of communication and collaboration about the needs and the well-being of some of the most vulnerable people in society. So that born Hope Florida, Pathway to Prosperity and Economic Self-Sufficiency.
Hope Florida is a simple but profound program. You have faith and community organizations throughout our state that for the lifetime of their existence have wanted to serve people. But oftentimes it's difficult to know who those people are to serve. How do you connect someone who's in great need with what I call the need meters? That's kind of the essence of Hope Florida, is simple, a connectivity tool used to connect people whose heart beats for a certain vulnerable group with that certain vulnerable group.
Individuals contacting us often are at the end of their rope. They are on hard times. They may not know where to turn.
Some Floridians come to us and they just want one thing, as simple as, I don't know where to eat tonight. I don't have any food. That's all they're asking for.
It is so hard to get through government. You can't just expect anybody, a mom who's very busy trying to hold down a job, put food on the table, make sure her kids are in school, to figure out, how do I do this? How do I put all the pieces together?
I think the secret sauce to this program is our Hope Navigators.
The Floridians in need that we work with, they liken their Hope Navigators to a life coach, a big sister or an aunt, someone that's there to walk alongside them and empower them.
I'd say they're like a guidance counselor. I'd say they're a person in each community that knows how to navigate the state.
As you have, let's say, a single mom coming into the quote system, instead of giving them a government assistant payment and saying, we'll see you in 6 months, I hope it goes well, what we do is try to wrap our arms around that single mom through our Hope Navigator by incorporating entities exterior of government.
We often in the health and human services space rely very heavily on nonprofits. This program is going deeper, tapping into the private sector as well as tapping into faith institutions.
You always hear somebody needs to help. Well, through Hope Florida, we give the businesses, the nonprofits, and the churches the ability to say, that who is me.
We've created something now statewide, first in the nation to do this in the state of Florida, and that is to harness our faith-based community. We literally, through the technology called the Care Portal, have a direct line of communication with our churches and synagogues across the state. So if that single mom is having a hard time putting food on the table, she's in need of bunk beds and mattresses, but doesn't even know where to turn or what to do, the Navigator will literally input that into a system. Then our faith-based communities will see that in real time, and they can then deliver to that single mom's front doorstep. We've made a connection. Now government gets out of the way and allows good people to help good people in need.
Not only are they connecting individuals to resources, but they're really trying to develop an individualized path to economic self-sufficiency for that individual and family.
Yes, we're going to help you find a meal tonight. But after that, we're going to sit down and talk about what's going on in your life. What do you really want to achieve?
The Hope Navigator is digging deeper. Let's form that bigger plan for your life. Let's have you dream a bigger dream than just dealing with this one issue. And I think that's where the magic happens.
Meeting immediate needs, yes, is important, but the goal is economic self-sufficiency and prosperity. So a neat step on the way to self-sufficiency, particularly for a single mom, is the value that we put into mentorship. If you have a single mom who is holding down a job, doing wonderful things, but hey, might want her children to be involved in an after-school program that can provide mentorship opportunities through our Hope Navigators, we facilitate that, setting her kids up for success and giving them opportunities to live up to their God-given potential.
The mission of Hope Florida is really helping individuals achieve the American dream. Many of the individuals that we serve are actually on public benefit programs, so food assistance, cash assistance. And those programs can sometimes be really hard to get off of. And I really think that they should be a bridge to something better. And our Hope Navigators are working aggressively to help them get off of government assistance programs and, again, live the American dream where they can take care of their families.
What is the proper role of government? Well, government does have an opportunity to be able to comb the entire state of Florida, to find all of these nonprofits that are doing wonderful things on the ground, but they're 2 and 3 people strong, and then get government out of the way. And this model in Florida, I believe, is going to take off across the United States of America.
We've heard time and time again, the individuals that we've worked with say, we restored hope. And so I think the name of the program is very appropriate.
We are instilling hope, resiliency, excitement for life for Floridians that may never have thought that that was possible.
Because the worst thing you can do is be in need and feel like no one knows. And I think through the upstream efforts of Hope Florida, people now know we're coming. And when we're coming 20,000 faith institutions strong. We're coming 100,000 nonprofits strong. We're coming a Florida state government strong. And we see you.